Democrat, Republicans, black Democrats, black Republicans, black Trump supporters, black Biden supporters. I personally am independent. I don't subscribe to either team. I think both teams have shown that they have hidden agendas when it comes to a certain group of people. I just believe that that's been shown. History has shown that. But I gotta be honest with you. If we take away the people, strictly the people, let's take away the people that represent the parties, and we just go to the party's agenda, what each party stands for. I think most people, most hardworking people, most business owners, they would consider themselves conservative. I don't think that there's no question for that. But because most people don't do the due diligence to understand what each party represents, they don't know. They stick to Republican, Democrat. But you should really look into what liberal and conservative means. That's an assignment. What is a liberal and what is conservative? Listen, man, if this your first time coming to my channel, please like, subscribe, and share so you can get the notifications when I drop another video. So I want to first talk about Democrats and Republicans, of course. For me, I believe that black people have two wolves when we go to the poll. We got two wolves. One is just in sheep clothing. One is in sheep clothing. You got at least the people that I talk to, the ones that I encounter when I ask them, because I ask questions. I like to ask questions. Why are you voting for Biden? That's one of the things I asked. Why are you voting for Biden? And they immediately say, because we got to get Trump out of office. Let's say that's true. We need to get him out of office. Do we get him out of office potentially putting somebody worse in office? Is that the thing? I hear the rappers, I hear the celebrities, anybody but Trump, anybody but Trump. That's irresponsible. But it does go to this. It shows this. When you hear celebrities and famous and rich people saying anybody but Trump, you should be digging into that. Because what they're telling you is, regardless of who's in office, my financial space protects me from a lot of that stuff. If your favorite rapper, your favorite athlete is telling you anybody but Trump, that's because it don't matter who in office. If I got my financial status right, I'm good. Or for the most part, I am. We all subject to anything that the government does as long as we're in this country. But as long as my finances are right, I'm a little more protected. Then I get to black Trump supporters. I kind of question them too, in a sense. Because you have your Candace Owens, your Brandon Tatums, who I don't really like the stance they take as far as I'm a Republican and I support Trump. No. Because I think Trump has shown who he is too. But at the end of the day, I like my wolf a wolf. I like to know, I want massa who gonna tell me I'm a slave, opposed to the one that's gonna act like I'm not, but is always trying to enslave me. See, what I think black people, this is what black people like, because I hear people, because a lot of y'all just vote because my ancestors died for me to vote. I vote for my ancestors died for me to vote. That's your logic. That's what you stand on when you go to the booth. You don't vote because you want to change something. You vote because your ancestors died for you to vote, which is another problem because you really don't know your history if that's what you think. But I believe, from my personal experiences and encounters, since this president has been in office, I done seen a shift in black people. Not because they like him, but because they don't. But because they scared of him. Because they know his policy, or because they think his policies are going to ruin them. So look how many people that started businesses in these last 4 years. They said, man, forget this job. I got to do this, I got to do that to change. Fire. Some fire been put under you because he in office. Because you know who you dealing with. Whether you like it or not, sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we gotta, I don't know if the bird analogy is good, but you know how they throw you out the nest? They throw the baby birds out of the nest because it makes them fly. Sometimes that's what we have to do. Since this man has been in office, it done made us fly. It done made us at least try. Look, man, at the end of the day, shout out to Jay Morrison. I see he's trying to do a black party, a different party. You can't hate on that. It's so crazy that when I look at the comments and the responses to what he's doing, people still got something to say. They still being critical. How about you don't be critical and you get up and do something? But I'm going to save that. Anyway, I want to say that, look, people, we got to do our due diligence when it comes to these politics. We can't just pick the people we like or the people that rub our back, because they could be just rubbing our back to put the knife in it. We got to stop letting symbolic victories make us think that we won something. Oh, they didn't turn Pennsylvania Avenue to Black Lives Matter Avenue. Any police laws change yet? Anything happen? Has anything happened in that aspect? Oh, they tearing down the statues. All right. They gonna do anything to police that treat us wrong? I don't know. I'm just asking. I seen the NFL gonna start singing the Black National Anthem. Is that all we want? Like, what do we? Do we want policy change or do we want superficial change? I don't know. But I came to say that, listen, I don't believe either party is for us, to be honest with you. But I do believe this, that if it came down the pipe and we were made to pick a side, I would say that we should do our due diligence. And I believe the majority of us would choose being conservative. But I want to make clear that the people that represent that party have shown their true hand. They have shown that they could care less about black people. So they've established harsher punishments for us in there, especially when they start running. When you do their background or whatever city and state they was in, yeah, they'd have locked up more black people and imposed harder sentences for people in certain communities. So I'm not saying that the people over there are not as bad. What I'm saying is we know who they are. We understand where they're coming from. So I think that we should deal with what we know. The best advantage you can have in a war is to know what your opponent is going to do. I know that went over a lot of y'all here because y'all ain't prepared for war. No kind of war. I'm not talking about boots on the ground, just shoot innocent people. I'm saying war, mental war, financial war. Y'all ain't ready for that. But anyway, look, man, sometimes we got to do stuff different. And I don't know. I don't think picking either side at this point is our best advantage. But look, it's always something you can do. And instead of trying to change the world, focus on changing your community. Change your circle, and then your circle can go out and change their circle. It could be a spiral effect. So instead of trying to change the world, try to change one person, and that might spark that one person to do this. And then, of course, the domino effect, man. Look, I'm out, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I drop a video. God bless you. Yo.